Read it closer. Peter didn't fall. Jesus led him. Because Peter wasn't weak, he was convinced. Convinced enough to kill. John 18:10. He cuts off Malchus' ear. That's not fear. That's not hesitation. That's a man ready to fight an entire arrest squad. But Jesus wasn't building a soldier. He was building a martyr. And martyrs aren't convinced. Martyrs are convicted. So Jesus orchestrates the collapse. Matthew 26:34. Before the rooster crows, you will deny me 3 times. That's not a prediction. That's a construction. Jesus builds the moment before Peter ever steps into it. He removes Peter's sword, John 18:11. He separates Peter from the disciples. He places him in the courtyard with hostile witnesses. He positions him where fear will expose the limits of human strength. Then the denials unfold exactly as Jesus designed. Denial number 1, John 18:17. A servant girl, the lowest threat possible. Peter collapses instantly. Denial number 2, John 18:25. They say, you're one of them. Peter collapses again. Denial number 3, John 18:27. A relative of the man he attacked confronts him. Peter collapses completely, and the rooster crows. Luke 22:61. And the Lord turned and looked at Peter. That look is the moment of revelation. Not anger, not disappointment, not condemnation. Jesus is showing Peter the truth. You were convinced enough to kill for me, but you are not yet convicted enough to die for me. Peter breaks. Matthew 26:75. He weeps bitterly. The surgery is complete. Now Jesus rebuilds him, and he does it with the 3 love questions. John 21:15. Do you agapeo me? Peter, I phileo you. Jesus asks for conviction. Peter answers with affection. John 21:16. Do you agapeo me? Peter, I phileo you. Jesus pushes again. Peter stays where he is. Because Peter is still the man who was convinced enough to kill, but not yet convicted enough to die. Then Jesus shifts. John 21:17. Do you phileo me? Jesus comes down to Peter's level. And Peter breaks again, this time into belief. Jesus then seals the transformation. John 21:18-19. When you are old, another will carry you where you do not want to go. This signified by what death Peter would glorify God. The man who once swung a sword will one day stretch out his hands in martyrdom. Because Jesus orchestrated the denial to destroy Peter's self-confidence and replace it with conviction. Peter was convinced enough to kill. Jesus made him convicted enough to die. 3 denials. 3 questions. 2 words for love. 1 transformation. Orchestrated by Jesus from beginning to end.